Hey guys, how are you? My name is Andrew Azar and welcome to the free course. If it's your first time here, welcome. I'm the founder of Artist Flow, a music educational hub and platform designed to helping producers get over their struggles within music production and to get some results. So what you're about to see in this particular course is I'm going to bring a small loop, an idea into something that sounds professional and ready to send to a label. Some of the common mistakes and pain points of a producer, which I've personally went through myself from years of making music and hearing producers speak, is they seem to just be able to get something on their DAW but then get stuck and give up and start again. And there's plenty of reasons behind this, and I'm going to dissect a couple of these and give you the tools and techniques to get over this to the best of your ability. If you understand what it takes to get from a blank screen to a professional track in a simplistic way that you enjoy, then I believe you will make and produce and release great music. So let's dive straight in. This is a loop that I was working on, and I want to just make it clear that I've already made the idea. The idea is quite cool, and I've made plenty of videos and content based around idea generation and sort of just getting to a good loop. I really believe that it's all about getting the good loop. Once we get a good sounding loop, then we can start to really elaborate and sort of develop. So maybe or maybe not that you've gotten to a point where the loop is good. So let's just say you have made a nice loop and you're at that stage where I'm at this stage now. Let's first have a little listen. Okay, so just dissecting it, it's just a couple of drums, some synth hits, a small bass line, some loops, some one shots, just coming together to create this idea, which I've made. So it's still very early days, but I think it sounds kind of nice, and it's at this point where I will start to think about now bringing this to a full sounding track. So, I mean, yeah, you can call this a track from scratch kind of thing, but let's go through quickly. Let's go through each of the elements so you just see. Very nice bump and drum loop, which I liked, and add a little bit of processing here, some drum bus slightly. I should turn it down a wee bit as well, and there's a filter which might do some filtering with a breakdown, but you can ignore that for the moment. Just a nice kind of a texture drum loop, which is adding on top of this. Cool, and then some bass hits. Communicating here really well. So when I'm making bass lines, or when any producer really is, it can be sample based, MIDI. In this particular case, I just have chopped up audio. I could change that, and I'm going to go over everything I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to explain a little bit more as I continue. So just all playing at different times, creating a nice rhythm, kind of the question and answers really flow well. And then just some drums and some synth stuff. Great. So what do I do now? Where do I go? You've made a loop sounding good, and I take it that you've gotten to a point here where it sounds pretty good in terms of you've done some mixing, you understand sound sourcing and sample selection is really important, and if the loop doesn't sound like it has good energy, there's nothing really fighting for space in terms of frequencies, then I would not kind of continue with the next stages. And how I determine that is I'm going to really just do a little test. I'm going to play my loop, I'm going to get a bit longer. So this is sort of just understanding the quality and of the loop itself, and to really understand what's going on first before we then start to continue, which a big mistake people make is that they go on too fast, get stuck, give up, and then go to the next one because they haven't really spent love and time in this process. So I'm going to go on to my master channel. I'm going to pretend like I'm DJing the loop a little bit. I'm just going to play it in and out like this. Sounds good to me. That gave me a nice feeling, a nice energy. I can feel like this could be nice in a club system. Just a few little green lights that you have to ask yourself, you know, does it give you that impact and that feeling that you get when a drop comes? Is it perfect? No, we're not aiming for perfection right now. And this will be developed, and there's definitely some more ideas that could be added into this, but I don't quite know what they are yet. But once I start to now elaborate, this will come. So it's kind of past my little green light test. It kind of sounds nice, and once you get your head doing this, then that's a good sign. So let's get into it now. Okay, so I just expanded things out. I just removed sections. I let things come in at different times just to get a feeling of, you know, we've made a bit of a busy-ish loop, and I just want to bring things and just spread. I'm just kind of spreading things out, and I can really start to feel now some extra creativity and ideas are definitely needed. Like, it's not finished by any stretch, but I built such a big portion of a bulk of the loop that I can really start to feel like some elements can definitely come in. So what are they and what could they be? Well, I'm going to just keep on with the theme of just thinking about storytelling right now. I'm not worried too much about dynamic effects and crazy stuff just yet, and that will come, but I'm just integrating some storytelling. So let's continue. So I made this chord as well. So this is all from the idea generation, which I'm not doing a video on idea generation. The idea is already in here. So I'm idea generation to full track.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
So I'm just introducing new elements which are going to add to my story of the track, and a bit of trial and error, understanding the key, understanding what might go in the gaps, experimental but intentional as well. I'm looking for particular vocals, things in my head which I think would suit, and whatever kind of sticks nicely, I'll run with it. And this is all going to add because we've kind of built the first 2 minutes of the track, and I'm now just kind of doing the middle a little bit. Again, every track is different, but I'm just sort of getting that first sketch up on the board. So my send returns, I just have some ping pong wide, and it's actually turned off. I need to redo this one, fortunately. I'll do a big room. Let's do a large room for now. High decay. Eight seconds, nice and long. Creating some tension here. Less elements, everything's going to come back in again. Great intention on that send and return. Bit more tension here, just to really grab that tension. Oh, cancel. Nice. I'm only having this on here. Very nice. Coming together. So now I'm starting to just do some transitions, breakdowns, and building again, just building that kind of bigger picture. Not being overwhelmed by a full track, just more dividing it up into sections and kind of gluing things together. Yeah, just checking. A bit busy, but I might come back to that. Okay, so where are we at? We're at, yeah, I'm not looking too much at the times, but I wanted to I'm going to start doing more fills, transitional stuff now. I want to just build the sketch now fully a bit more. Yeah, I mean, idea-wise, we can do a lot, and just depends on what you're feeling and what you think can go in there. But I don't want to just fill it for no reason, but I just want to feel some notes on top here. Nice, more storytelling, more building. The sketch is getting there, another few minutes away. Now this pad thing I put in is going to be a great bridge for the main breakdown. So let's really push on here. So we'll say here we're going to do main breakdown here. Let's get rid of everything. Taking things out, bringing things in, keeping things interesting, even in the breakdown. Okay, that's the really rough, good sketch of the loop. Thanks for tuning in for the full thing if you've tuned in. Really adopting a few principles here from me personally anyway was really using automation, send returns to tell your story, to really use them in a way where it creates transitions, it creates tension, it creates better release. I'm just playing with tension release, my send returns, bringing in some new elements that sound cool, adding fresh elements when the track progresses, like the kind of main pad thing, which is fine. It's nice, just a kind of a whiny, straight pad. Is it like the most musical thing in the world? No, it's just one note. You can do plenty here. You can bring in a new chord. You can, there's so much things we can do. Just keeping it interesting. Now, I think what we could do is definitely play with some, before I finish off, just some kind of call and response lead stuff. So like when a kind of a end of a kind of a loop or a bar finishes, adding in a bit of a counter melody stuff could work. Might do that after, but this is the general sketch here. And then what I would start to do is I would start to look at what kind of effects do I need rather than just put effects in there. So when I go into your effects packs, there's plenty of like textures, impacts and stuff, and I just want to see what I need, and I would just sort of put them in places which I feel like they could fit. So I'll try some of these ones here. So fills and effects, don't go wild. I might go a few more minutes in thereafter and I fix some of them, but this is kind of done. And then on my master and my limiter and stuff, I just want to make sure that there's good loudness, and it just sort of hits minus 9 dB. So when I turn this on, this limiter, I'm gonna go like minus 8 or. So I'll come back to mastering, but I'm not adding any mastering plugins that are going to affect the frequencies just yet. I just want to get that loudness right. If you can just understand that you want to have your track at a good perceived loudness to send to a DJ or label, and how I know that by ear, but you can put a track into your reference, into your Ableton, and you look at them both in volumes and you can really tell. This is just sort of really covering the whole scope of getting your loop into I would potentially send this to a DJ now. It all pops in the right places, and it has the volumes and levels are pretty good. So yeah guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you so much for tuning in to the course. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach me on my Instagram page, Artist Flow, or my main page, Andrew Azara. And if you want to check the links in descriptions, you'll be able to see ways on how to work with me more individually on a more ongoing basis on your music. And if something you'd be interested in, please feel free to book a call in the description and chat with me privately. And in the meantime, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.